So today I'm going to teach about how to install Unity. So you can actually go to Google and then search for Unity, and then you will see that there's a first link in here that actually briefly intro what is Unity, and then you can see a lot of different stuff and latest news from here. Okay, to download Unity, you can actually go to Google and then search Unity downloads, and then normally I will get the first link. Okay, so here you go. So there's a two option that you can actually choose. So one of it, you can actually choose the Unity Plus download, which means that you can actually choose a certain version to download. But there's a new things in Unity is actually Unity Hubs. With this software, you can actually hub for different version of Unity. So normally right now I will actually using this download Unity Hubs, and then you will prompt to the download. Okay. So you will be having all this, and then you have to agree, and then you have to choose the install path. So I actually downloaded Unity in my desktop already. So for yours, you have to do accordingly with the process that required in here. Okay, so when you after install Unity Hub, you will actually see this logo, Unity Hubs, in your desktop. Okay, so for this is actually I installed 2019 version in my Unity Hub and 2018. So in fact, when you install Unity Hubs, doesn't mean that you already install Unity. Doesn't mean that. Okay, to install the Unity Hub, the Unity version, you have to go to install here after you open the Unity Hubs. Okay, so you actually need to add from here. So it will prompt up which version that you wanted to install. So normally right now I'm using LTS version. So LTS is actually meaning that long-term support. So currently right now 2018 I will be using. 2019 I'm actually testing in it. So because of not much stable yet, so I would suggest for the new beginners, you have to use 2018. So I will actually proceed to the next after I choose the version that I wanted to use. So I click on next. Okay, so when you click on next, there's this option coming out. So Microsoft Visual Studio Community 2017, you can see that this is very big. Later I will suggest you to use another software which called Visual Studio Codes to actually put in this Unity, and we can actually use it for debug as well. So let's say there is certain package that inside here, because Unity actually can build in different platforms. We can build to Android, we can build to iOS, we can build for Mac, okay, we can build for WebGL. So you can actually choose, let's say, okay, I want to build for Windows, then I just choose Windows and then done. Okay, so while you installing Unity, you can actually go to create a Unity ID. It's actually required when you actually start to use Unity. It requires to actually sign in, so you have to register an Unity ID so that you can use. So for this, I will not further go. I think everyone should know it, and it's actually very easy. Okay, if you finish installing, then you will actually see the install is in here, 2018 point something with the LTS version in here. So which means that you actually success to install a Unity version in this Unity Hubs. So just now that actually I say about the Visual Studio, so we are using another lightweight Visual Studio code that we can actually put in Unity as well. So it's a code editor. So we can actually download this Visual Studio Code. It's actually much more lightweight compared to the Visual Studio. Okay, so you can actually download for Windows. If you're actually using Mac, then you can actually download for Mac. Please install it so later I can actually further go to Unity and teach you how to set up this Visual Studio Code. So after you install, and then after you create a Unity ID from a website, so you can now actually sign in from here. So for my one, okay, after you sign in, you will actually see your name over here. Okay, now we actually wanted to learn how to open a new project. So click on here, new. Okay, so probably now we can actually choose on 2D. Save in my desktop. Okay, so testing. Then we can click on create. So now right now I create using 2019. For yours you can actually choose. If you just install 2018, then you will actually create using 2018. Because my one have two versions in here, it will choose the latest one. But it's okay. The things that we are going to set up later is actually the same. Okay, so after you open the Unity, it will actually look like this. But for better learning, I would suggest you to actually go to this default state here, go to 2x3, which I will actually use every of in the tutorial using this same layout to teach my tutorial. Okay, so to set up the code editor, you should go to Edit, Preferences. Okay, so there's an external tools in here. So for my side, I already set it as Visual Studio Code. So let's say you didn't have it in the list, you can actually browse. Okay, so browse from the desktop shortcut key, then you click open. Then it will actually add into the list over here already. Let's say you really doesn't have it in your desktop shortcut. What you can do, you can actually go to search here, Visual Studio Code. It actually installed already, just that it didn't have a shortcut in your desktop. So you can actually right click, open file location. So you will have it here. So to make it easier, you can actually right click, send to desktop create shortcut. Okay, so it will actually prompt in your desktop shortcut already. Okay, then after that you can actually browse from how I did just now. Browse from your desktop, the shortcut, then you click open, then you will have it in the list. Okay, so here you go with all the installation and the setup. Hope to see you next week. If you like this video, like and share and subscribe me. Thank you.